The diplomat ordered to leave the United States is on her way back to India this morning. Devyani Khobragade was indicted by a federal grand jury yesterday in New York. Her case drew outrage in India. She was arrested last month and strip searched. The incident strained relations between the United States and India. Margaret Brennan is at the State Department. Margaret, good morning.
Good morning to you, Charlie, and to Nora. While those federal charges against Devyani Khobragade still stand, the State Department ordered her to leave and gave her a diplomatic status that helps to avoid a potentially damaging trial. Federal prosecutors indicted Indian diplomat Devyani Khobragade Thursday on one count of visa fraud and another count of making false statements. According to the grand jury indictment, Khobragade forced her housekeeper to work between 94 and 109 hours per week and paid her around $1.42 per hour, far less than minimum wage. The indictment came a day after Khobragade was granted immunity by the State Department, a status that protects her from prosecution. Duncan Hollis is a professor of law at Temple University.
You cannot arrest her, you cannot detain her, she cannot be subject to criminal proceedings in the U.S. The only thing the U.S. can do in that situation is ask her to leave.
Late Thursday night, Khobragade boarded a flight and headed back to India. Her father held a press conference Friday morning in New Delhi.
My daughter is going to come back to her country and unite with the family.
In a statement to CBS News, her lawyer wrote, "We are pleased that the United States Department of State did the right thing," in reference to granting her diplomatic status. Still, he went on to write that the charges made against his client were baseless, calling the investigation a series of blunders. Khobragade was strip searched by U.S. Marshals following her December arrest, news that sparked protests in India. It remains unclear whether Khobragade's departure will end the legal showdown that has complicated the relationship between the U.S. and India. Just this week, the U.S. Energy Secretary postponed a state visit to New Delhi. State Department spokesperson Jen Psaki.
The decision was made because we want to make sure it's under the best conditions and at the time where it can be most productive.
In the meantime, the alleged victim in this case, the housekeeper, remains in the country along with her family under U.S. government protection.
All right, Margaret, thank you.